This 4th of July, fireworks are not the only thing bringing the sparkle. From fiery red rubies to bold blue sapphires, I am going to have you bringing the sparkle, all at the one-of-a-kind pricing you've come to know and love from Gems. Coming up next. Let's start today's show with, first off, our showstopper. I know I'm breaking all the rules, coming out with the showstopper first, but I saw this piece and I just thought nothing captures the essence of this episode. When I put it together in my mind, when we started sourcing the pieces, this ring is exactly what my heart was dreaming of. It also happens to be the perfect showstopper, so we are going to launch the show with the showstopper today. It also, it could not get any more perfect, happens to be a Hammerman Brothers piece. Now, if you have been around, you know that just a few weeks ago, I had an entire episode dedicated to the Hammerman Brothers, and I shared with you that prior to just this past month, exclusively with Gems, you could only shop Hammerman Brothers at fine retailers. So Cartier, Tiffany, what does that translate to? Big money. Big markup. So for the first time, we are now bringing you Hammerman Brother pieces right to you through Gems. So we're going to start with today's showstopper, a Hammerman ring, something that perfectly captures the essence of what this show is about. It is a multi-colored sapphire ring. So we've got the pink, the white, and this gorgeous bold royal blue sapphire. You will notice the stones are princess cut. So you've got a row of pink, a row of white, a row of blue princess cut stones. I also want to take a moment and make sure we're really taking in and appreciate, first of all, there's a little bit of weight here. So this is definitely a solid, substantial, significant piece. I love a ring that when you put it on, you feel the regalness of it, right? You feel that little bit of weight. That's absolutely what this is. I want us to take a moment and look at this detail that we've got going on the side. So you've got the engraving in the metal itself. You've got it going around, almost creating a frame. It reminds me almost of kind of like columns and arches. It was reminding me of the Parthenon, just very regal, very over the top. Then you've got this beautiful dome in the gold, and then the stones are going right across that. Think like an arch, think almost like a red, white, and blue rainbow. That came to mind when I was looking at it. But the details on this ring do not stop. Look here, look at the undercarriage. Look at the beautiful cutaway that's going to allow the light to come through and shine right through those sapphires. They are incredible. I think the use of a princess cut in this particular ring is absolutely perfect. You've got almost a bevel style setting. Now you've got them going in a row, so it's a little bit different, but you've got a bevel style setting across each of the rows. So you've got that gorgeous raised gold lip that's going in between each of the pieces. Is this not the most perfect celebration of everything amazing about America? Freedom to shine, freedom to sparkle, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm here for. Now, let's talk a little bit about the pricing on this particular ring. Now, this ring, we have a little over 3 carats across the multicolors of sapphire. So a little over 3 carats of princess cut sapphires. We have it all set in an 18 karat yellow gold. I do want to point out that this is a ring size 6.5. Now, whenever we have rings here on Gems, because everything we are selling is a one-of-a-kind piece. It's not just one-of-a-kind pricing, it is a one-of-a-kind piece. In this particular case, that means one of this ring in a size 6.5 only. That often makes pieces go even more quickly, because if you are a 6.5, you are gonna run and jump on it. So if that is your size, you wanna make sure that you're taking advantage, call, click, get ready to order. But your Gems pricing on this piece, already half, if not less, than what you would pay at a retailer, especially when we take into account this is a Hammerman piece. So you would be shopping at Cartier, Tiffany, fine retailers with tremendous markups. The Gems price on this piece is $7,250, $7,250, a fraction. Can you imagine walking into a retailer like that and paying only $7,250 for a ring this beautiful? But wait, today, the Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, basically my way of saying thank you. Thank you for supporting this show. Thank you for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to bring this ring to you for $5,800. $5,800, and this ring, over 3 carats of multicolor sapphire in princess cut, 18 karat yellow gold. Once again, it is a size 6.5 for not $7,250, but $5,800. Now let's focus on the beautiful ruby. This next band I have for you, we're focusing on the red of the red, white, and jewels, and we are working with a gorgeous, gorgeous round cut ruby stone. So you've got round cut rubies going right through the center of this band. Again, you've got almost a bevel setting, so similar to what we saw in the last ring, but instead of having the gold lip on either side of it, you have pave set diamonds. So on the bottom and all along the top, you've got pave set diamonds. Everything is set in 14 karat yellow gold. This ring is a ring size 7. So you hear me talk a lot about one-of-a-kind pieces at one-of-a-kind pricing. When it comes to rings, I always want to remind you that one-of-a-kind goes one step further. It's one-of-a-kind in one size. So if you are a ring size 7, you are going to want to call, you're going to want to click, scan, however your preferred method is of ordering, you are going to want to jump on it. Rings go quickly because one of a kind becomes even more intense when there's sizing involved. Also, if you are a July baby, if you have a July baby, if you got married in July, maybe you got engaged in July, if July is special for any reason, I am sure at this point you know that ruby is also the birthstone for that month. I love having jewelry that has stones that are just special for different reasons. Sure, birthdays, but I love my daughter's birthday, our wedding anniversary, all of those different sentimental reasons. Stones are such a beautiful, beautiful way to represent that. In this case, we have just over a half, just under really 3/4 of a carat of ruby and about a 1/4 carat weight of round diamonds set in 14 karat yellow gold. Again, it is a ring size 7. Now let's talk a little bit about the deal. Now we know that Gems is always bringing you a price that is 40, 50, 60% less than you would see in retail stores. That price on this particular piece would be $15.95. But the Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, the pricing that I am able to bring to you simply as a way of saying thank you, as a way of saying, please come and join us on Thursdays, come and join us on Sundays. I have not only beautiful pieces for you, but I have a little bit extra special deals, even compared to what you would see on Gems. That pricing for today is $1,300. $1,300, and you have over a half carat, almost 3/4 carat weight ruby, 1/4 carat weight of diamonds set in 14 karat yellow gold, and a size 7 ring. Once again, the Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price, $1,300. This next piece is a ruby, and it made my heart smile so much when I saw it. I feel like every woman I talk to around my age has a similar memory of a grandmother or an aunt or somebody that had a ring just like this that has been passed on to them. I am no exception. I actually have a ring almost identical to this. It's a garnet. This is a ruby, but mine is a garnet. And it is so old. It has been passed down through so many generations. The band is actually warped, which of course only endears it to my heart more. This one, you will not have that problem. It is in perfect condition when it arrives to you, I assure you. But I love how the setting of this ring, it's kind of making a comeback. So it's modern, it's fresh, it's new. But I think for a lot of us, it's also going to bring some really beautiful sentimental memories. Now we have almost a full carat ruby. So a full carat oval cut ruby, and we have a half carat of diamonds that are going around. Now when you look at the diamonds up close here, they are actually round cut diamonds, but the way they've utilized the prongs and the way they've set the stones kind of creates almost like a teardrop, a little bit of a trillion shape, but the stone itself is a round cut diamond. But by setting the prongs the way they have, it creates that illusion of the sun. I often think of it as a flower. But so you've got that going around, and then when you go down the side of the band here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna put it on just so you can kind of see it up against my finger. When you see it, the stones going down the side. Look how beautiful that looks. So you've got, they're not quite micro pave, but you've got the smaller set stones going down the side. And I want you also to take a look at the flat polished edge of the band. So it kind of creates that stair step look. Everything just bringing the focus, kind of bringing your eye up to the centerpiece of the stone. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is, again, it's such a beautiful mix of, we've got that modern freshness, the modern shapes, but it also is a little bit of a throwback to a style that was very popular for our parents, or in some cases our grandparents' generation. So you may well have something that looks similar in your family heirloom collection, and now you are having the opportunity to add your own modern take, or bring a piece that's going to bring a little bit more of a modern feel. So to recap, we have just shy of a carat oval cut ruby. We have a ½ carat of diamonds. This is all set in 14 karat yellow gold. I want to remind you again, it is a ring size 7. So if you are a ring size 7, you want to get on, call, scan, click, whatever you are going to do, you will see this ring at Gems for $2,055. And I want you to keep in mind that $2,055 is already so much less than you would pay in a normal retailer, but the Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing on this piece is $1,650. Sticking with ruby and diamond, I am bringing you the Abigail pick of the day. If you have been watching me for any length of time, you know I have a very exquisitely taste 7.5-year-old daughter who loves to go through my show and tell me what she thinks is the absolute best piece and why you should have it. We call that the Abigail pick of the day, and she nails it every time. And today is no exception. Today she chose a pendant that is oval rubies. In fact, it's 2¼ carats of oval cut rubies going around a cutout flower shape, and they are surrounded by over ¼ carat weight of round diamonds. The entire pendant, it's all set in 18 karat yellow gold, and the length of the chain is 18 inches. So it's an 18-inch yellow gold chain. It is also an 18 karat yellow gold pendant. And Abigail said the reason she liked this, as I'm sure you can expect, it is in the shape of a beautiful flower. So this necklace gives us the opportunity to wear a beautiful, delicate flower around our neck. Now in this particular case, I love that we take a ruby, which is such a bold choice when it comes to stones in terms of the color. It's deep, it's bold, it's fiery. That red, it really makes a statement. And we pair that with something so delicate as the silhouette of a flower, and it creates the most beautiful statement piece. I am such a fan, obviously, of a statement piece on your neck. I love the way a sparkly pendant is going to bring the attention, it's going to bring the focus, it's going to bring the sparkle. It's essentially like wearing a little ring light right on your chest, bringing all the light up to your face. So to have such a delicate and yet bold statement happening right here on your collarbone, right on your neck, absolute perfection. So again, to recap, we've got 2¼ carat weight of rubies, and they are oval cut. And then we have over ¼ carat weight of round diamonds. It is all set in 18 karat yellow gold. It's an 18-inch chain. Now, you would see this piece on Gems for $2,375. $2,375, significantly less. That is 40, 50, 60%, depending on the retailer, that you would pay retail for this particular piece. But as my way of saying thank you and my way of wanting you to come back and tune in every Thursday and every Sunday to shop here with me on the Luxe Jewelry Edit, I am bringing this piece to you today for $1,900. $1,900, over 2¼ carat of ruby, just over ¼ carat weight of diamond set in 18 karat yellow gold, $1,900. Switching gears for a moment from that fiery red ruby and bringing in the beautiful bold blue sapphire. And this sapphire is in a setting that, I don't say this lightly, I think the setting is as beautiful, if not more so, than the stone itself. And when you are talking a blue sapphire of this particular color, that is no small undertaking. Look at the setting of this ring. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. The mix of antique, right? The minute we bring a bit of a halo into the picture, it sort of lends itself to a little bit of an antique vibe. But the shapes, taking the oval center stone and then framing it in an almost cushion cut rectangle. It's not quite cushion because this is of course not a stone, but the shape itself is more reflective of a cushion cut rectangle. Bringing that around an oval stone brings a real modern take, a really modern effect to what is considered normally an antique style setting. Now, of course, the stones go all the way around the front, but look at this detail when you look at the basket and the undercarriage. You've got not only this beautiful gold work, but look at the stones up underneath. I love when a jewelry designer puts stones or unexpected sparkle. I love when they put the attention to detail and the focus on something that is perhaps overlooked, perhaps not even seen by the outside audience, but is really appreciated by the one who's wearing it. That is my favorite. Then we've got the shank. It's not a split shank in terms of looking down from upward, but if you look at the side, you've got that little bit of split shank action, creating a nice open shape. Just another eye detail, just something else to bring your eye to. We've got the pave style diamonds going down the side, just like we have here on the front of the halo. I also want to point out we've got this same beautiful metal and stone work that's going on the side of the basket on the other side. So no matter how you wear it, this is a 2-carat oval cut sapphire, and we have over a 1/2 carat of diamond weight going around. It is all set in a 14-carat yellow gold. The mix of yellow gold, 14-karat yellow gold, so we've got that warmth and that shine. When we pair that with a blue, which normally we think of blue as a cooler color, and it is. Now, a deep sapphire blue brings a little bit of warmth to it, but by pairing that with the yellow gold, we really intensify the warmth. And so what that does is it brings a really deep, really strong blue color that you wouldn't necessarily see if it was set in white gold. And again, this is the kind of attention to detail. This is the fine eye that the jewelers that we work with here at Gems are bringing to the pieces that I am able to show you. So 2 carats of oval sapphire, over a 1/2 carat of round diamonds. It is all set in 14-karat yellow gold. This is a size 7 ring. So keep in mind that one-of-a-kind piece takes on a whole new meaning when we also only have it in one size. You would see this ring on Gems for $3,315. And keep in mind, that is already 40, 50, 60% less than we would be paying at a traditional retailer. So normally $3,315, but my Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, $2,225. $2,225 right here on the Luxe Jewelry Edit only. I am not normally a stud girl when it comes to earrings. I often feel like they just don't bring enough, they don't bring enough sparkle, they don't bring enough attention. And of course, this is where we want all the attention to come. But these earrings, they're gonna change my mind. These earrings have convinced me that a stud earring could absolutely be the missing piece of magic in your look. Yes, I am wearing the ring that I just showed you. Don't judge. It was way too beautiful. I was not about to take it off. I promise as soon as one of you calls, clicks, or orders, I will take it off and I will let them send it to you, but for now, we're gonna keep it on my finger. So let's talk about these beautiful earrings. We have over 2 3/4 carats of a beautiful, deep royal blue sapphire. Now we know that blue sapphire can run a range of shades from that really soft sky or London blue. This is going to be your much deeper blue, your almost navy blue sapphire. And then we have a 1/2 carat of diamonds going around, but in a really unique design twist. Normally we would see a round stone paired in this type of a setting with an earring, but they have chosen to do baguette cut. Such a neat design detail that really changes the impact and look. I was really blown away. It's funny how such a small change, just that the cut of the stone going around. It's still a halo, still the same oval in the center, but by changing the cut of the stone going around, what a difference in impact it makes. And it is all set in 14-karat white gold. So again, set in 14-karat white gold, what is that doing with the blue of the sapphire? It's allowing that chill, that coolness, that ice undertone that we are often thinking about when we think of blue to really shine. So whereas this ring, we brought out with yellow gold a little bit of warmth, and so that changed the tone slightly. Here we're seeing the beautiful depths of cool in this deep, deep royal blue. Over 2 3/4 carats of sapphire, 1/2 carat total diamond weight, baguette cut. It is all set in 14 karat white gold. You have seen these on gems at $19.45. Your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, $1,575. $1,575 as my way of thanking you for watching the Luxe Jewelry Edit here with me. This next ring caught my eye. It is so unique. If you are someone who likes a piece of jewelry that kind of catches your eye in a way that you almost have to do a double take to even take in all of the different design elements of it, this next ring is right up your alley. So we have over a carat ruby oval, and that is the centerpiece. That's sort of the focal piece of this particular ring. However, normally we would call the stones that are going around, flanking or creating a halo around a stone as the accent pieces. But I would argue with this particular ring, the diamond baguettes are just as much a feature as they are an accent stone. And that is such a unique design detail about this particular ring, that paired with the fact that it is actually two-tone. I'm going to turn it sideways here so you can kind of see, but look at how beautiful, and again, just how unique. We have the yellow gold, and then it switches into the white gold, which is a great design choice because the white gold is only going to enhance, sort of make appear larger. When we set diamonds in white gold, it of course gives them the appearance of being larger. We've got sort of almost a mix match, I want to say, of the way we mix the baguettes. We've got some high polished metal. We've got some metal work with raised edges and almost a framing. Then we also have some round stones going here down the middle, creating a line. And it's that line that's really bringing the eye up to, again, the ruby that I would normally say is the focal point. But in this ring, the accents and the focal point really take center stage equally. Now, the ruby is over a carat. It's an oval ruby, but we have over 1 1/4 carats of the baguette diamonds. So when I say it's an accent stone, it really is as much the feature. It's over 1 1/4 carats of the baguette diamonds, and it is all set in 18 karat two-tone gold. So it's 18 karat white and yellow gold. This is a size 6 1/4. So if you are a size 6 1/4, this ring is for you. Normally, this ring would be on gems for $3,160. Significantly less. That is 40, 50, 60%, depending on the retailer, that you would pay retail for this particular piece. But as my way of saying thank you and my way of wanting you to come back and tune in every Thursday and every Sunday to shop here with me on the Luxe Jewelry Edit, I am bringing this piece to you today for $2,530. $2,530 for over a 1/4 carat weight of ruby and over 1 1/4 carat weight of diamonds set in 18 karat two-tone gold. This next piece brings in rose gold, and if you have been around here with me for any length of time, that is what holds my heart. So pairing ruby and rose gold is such a gorgeous pairing. I often feel like when we set a ruby and rose gold, it almost brings out some of that pink undertone, right? Kind of brings out the pink that is always there in a ruby, but depending on the stone and depending on how it's set, it's generally going to pull a little more red. The combination of these particular stones with the setting in rose gold really brings about a nice feminine red, a little bit of a pinkish red that is absolutely beautiful. We've also got such a mix of the antique style, kind of a pave diamond work. We've also got halos essentially going around each of the 3 stones. But the fact that it's a 3-stone and the way it's sort of set against one another, and also I want to point out this very subtle but so feminine and so decadently beautiful swerve, this gentle, soft sway that we see in the band here really makes it such a uniquely feminine piece. The metalwork here kind of opens up, so we've got that place for the light to come up, the light to come through, really going to make these rubies sparkle. Now, it's over a carat weight of rubies, and we have just shy of a carat of diamond weight. Those are round diamonds. It is all set in 14 karat rose gold. The size on this ring is a size 7. So if you are a size 7, you are in luck. This ring could be the answer to your dreams. Look at this. The three stone, this is such a unique play on a three stone also. I know we are all very familiar with the three stone, the past, present, future, all of the sentimental meanings, but this is such a unique take on setting stones that way. And see how that soft, subtle sway of the band kind of changes the way it sits on your finger. So beautiful. So again, we've got the carat of rubies. We have just shy of 1/4 carat weight of diamonds. The gems price for this particular piece would normally be $13.35, which would be an incredible price. That would be 40, 50, 60% off of retail. But today I have a Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, just my way of saying thank you for being here. And that price today is $1,070. $1,070 and this beautiful ring can be yours. Another sapphire statement band. I am loving those about today's episode. So let's just take a moment. Let's just start taking it all in. Look at the way they so beautifully kind of mix together. It almost looks chaotic, and yet you know there is such an attention to detail behind the way they've set this ring. And again, I love when we can take a band and there almost isn't a feature stone. They are all the feature stone. They are all the main character in this particular ring, and I absolutely love that about it. We have just over 2 carats, really almost 2 1/4 carats of sapphires. We have over a 1/2 carat of diamonds. This is all set in 14 karat white gold. This ring is available in a size 7. Now, I always talk about one-of-a-kind pieces at one-of-a-kind pricing, but the minute a size comes into play, it takes it to the whole next level because we literally have one, and that one is in a size 7. So if you are a size 7, I want you to get ready to call, to click, to scan, whatever your preferred method of ordering is, but you do not want to miss out. The sapphires in this ring are round, as are the diamonds. So you've got all of the sparkle that we get with a round cut stone, but because of the size and the way they've put them together, they are just bouncing off one another so beautifully. The color reflection of the diamond mixed with the deep blue of the sapphire creates a piece that it is going to get you compliments and comments everywhere you go. Over 2 carats of round sapphires and over a 1/2 carat of diamonds. This ring would be brought to you on Gems for $1,955, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, $1,575. $1,575 is your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive price on this beautiful piece. So we are going from 2 really unique, modern, kind of statement bands, for lack of a better description, and now I am bringing you just the quintessential, traditional, beautiful setting with the most stunning blue sapphire. One of the things I love most about jewelry is the way there's sort of a piece for everybody. And for just like there's no 2 women, there's no 2 flowers, there's no 2 anything that's exquisitely beautiful in life that look the same. The same can be said for stones and settings. And by contrasting this ring with the 2 I've just showed you, just reminded me of that. It was such a beautiful example of that. When we look at this ring is your traditional solitaire set, right? But we've got some accents here. We've got some extra sparkle going down the side. So we've got some sparkle coming up. Now these are round set diamonds. These are not pave, so they are larger. They are round set diamonds that are going up both sides of the ring. And I want to take a moment and really just take in the color of this sapphire, because the color here is truly magnificent. This goes past your royal blue, past even your navy blue. This is really going into midnight blue territory. It is so beautiful. And the fact that it is such a deep color while being set in 18 karat white gold, because oftentimes when we pair something in white gold, we're gonna kind of get rid of a little of the warmth. We're gonna really accentuate the cool. So getting that depth of color in a white gold setting, especially where it is being flanked by diamonds on either side, you know that the color and the quality of this stone, oh my heavens, it is absolutely through the roof. Such a beautiful piece. I hate to say it's such a traditional setting, but I almost feel like that doesn't fully capture the beauty of it. That said, there is sometimes nothing quite as beautiful as a classic. I think this ring is the perfect illustration of that. 2 carats of an oval sapphire and over a ½ carat diamond weight of round diamonds, all set in 18 karat white gold. This ring would normally be brought to you on Gems for $2,470. Today, your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, $2,000. $2,000 for just over 2 carats of a sapphire and over a ½ carat weight of diamonds set in 18 karat white gold. I cannot believe we are at our final piece of today's show, but we are closing out the show with the most beautiful pendant. And it actually would be a beautiful add-on to one of the rings that I showed you earlier today. But I thought, what a way to close out the show, but with something that is going to bring such color and such beauty and such sparkle to your neck, reflect it right up on your face. This pendant is absolutely stunning. The depth of color in this ruby is absolutely exquisite. It's so beautiful. And the way it has been set in multiple layers of diamond halo. Look at all the diamonds that we have going around here. Look at the way they come together. Now, I also love the way they have set this ruby in white gold, because I think generally speaking, we often see rubies set in the yellow gold because it's a warmer stone, it's a warmer color, and the yellow or even the rose gold is going to accentuate that. So the minute we set it in white gold and we pair it with so much diamond, so many diamonds going around, this is a double, almost a triple halo going around it. The contrast of those colors and the way the light is going to hit is so beautiful, and it really brings about a slightly unique hue to the ruby that I think is one of a kind. So if you are a ruby enthusiast, you might not have something that is this particular hue, this shade in your collection, and it just might be the piece that you need to add today. So 1 1/4 carats of ruby, we have over a 1/4 carat weight of diamonds. It is all set in 14 karat white gold. The length of the chain on this particular necklace is 18 inches. The gems pricing for this necklace would be $2,190, already a steal. $2,190 is already a fraction of what you would be paying in retailers, but your Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing, $1,760. So call, click, scan, however your preferred method of ordering is, but do not let this piece get away at that price. Here we are at the end of our time together. It goes so fast when I'm here with you. I hope you found a piece today that you cannot live without, and I really hope that you are able to take advantage of the one-of-a-kind Luxe Jewelry Edit exclusive pricing. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday at 3 and every Sunday at 2. I'll see you next time.